Grain markets recovered on Tuesday after a rough start to the week. Michelle has analysis in Markets Now.
Grains mostly higher on Tuesday. Brian Grete with Pro Farmer joining us. And Brian, the recovery that we saw off an ugly day on Monday, was that mostly corrective buying?
Yeah, just purely corrective. I think, the downside's been sharply overdone. We finished 2023 with the funds being active sellers. We started 2024 with that same pattern. And, the downside's overdone. The funds are heavily weighted to the short side of most of these markets. And we have USDA's barrage of reports coming up on Friday. And so everything said that basically we need to take a pause and correct.
So when we sell off this hard going into a WASDE report, how bearish does it have to be really to confirm the trend continuing to be lower?
Yeah, I think that the data Friday, and there's a lot, but the data Friday overall has to be bearish or heavily bearish to get a negative response, a sharp negative response. The more likely scenario is that you get some sort of a bullish surprise and it helps cement short-term lows. Now, with that said, it's probably got to be pretty heavily bullish for us to shoot higher in these markets and get the funds to actively cover short positions.
Absolutely. So early estimates don't see much change in terms of the domestic balance sheets, but what about quarterly stocks? Could that be the big surprise?
That's the number that the market kind of fears, so to speak, because there have been so many surprises, especially on the corn side. It's just a number that we've missed as a whole, as analysts, by multiple hundreds of millions of bushels. And so that typically does provide a surprise. The final crop estimates for corn and soybeans probably not likely to move a whole lot. Ending stocks, like you mentioned, probably not likely to move a whole lot. Global production, the South American production numbers, in particular Brazil, those are too high from where USDA was in December, but they're not likely to get down as low as the private estimates. And so in all likelihood, it will be the grain stocks that provide a movement either up or down after Friday's report data.
Thanks for that. Brian Grete with Pro Farmer. We'll have more AgDay coming up.